Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Unico Williams back with another episode of Do You Hear Me with Unico Williams, special the Diddy trial. We're back with day 11, but please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube, Unico Williams on YouTube. But basically, what I do every single day of this trial is I come through and I am the judge, both attorneys, and the witnesses, and any other random stuff that might happen. And I'm acting it out for you. I listen to the trial every single day, all day long, 9, 11 hours, something like that. I listen, get all the details, and then I come back and I bring it to you within 30 minutes to an hour. So I'll break it all down for you. So again, please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, Unico Williams. Let's get to it. Shout out to Inner City Press for helping us out with the transcripts. Again, I listened to all this, but this gives me a pretty good chance to do my thing. Yo, what's good, Zell May? Much love, man. I can't wait till we get another episode of damn, what's the show called? I'm tripping. Casual Conversations, man. Make sure y'all tune in to Casual Conversations tomorrow. It's going down. You already know. All right. So here we go. So before the jury is brought in, let me go ahead and hit y'all with this so y'all just know what's going on, because we got a very sassy person taking the stand today. Somebody's very sassy taking the stand today. So before the jury is brought in, let's address this. All the government is saying is that the message shows Miss Ventura's state of mind. Diddy's lawyer. That's the problem with not being able to recall Miss Ventura as a witness. Now, this is an issue. The reason that's an issue is because Cassie just gave birth to her child, and they talking about recalling her in. They're trying to play this game today. Diddy's plan today, his team's plan today, is try and get a mistrial by any means necessary. That's what's happening today. So, the government says all Mr. Nash will quote is he's making me freak off on my birthday. She didn't want to go. A spouse might say he's making me go to a Rangers game. I'd rather not tonight. So they doing that's Diddy's people. You could have cross-examined Miss Ventura about this. Every day now, I'm getting these letters. These issues should have been raised pre-trial and motions in Lamine. Inner City Press filed to get these letters into the docket, and now they are going in. So these letters that they're getting, they're actually putting them into the docket so everybody can see it's public record now. Let's bring our jury in. All rise. The jurors come in. Fez is up. The government calls LAPD officer Christopher Ignacio. The witness takes a stand. What is a radio call? Someone calls 911 and it gets sent to the next available LAPD unit on duty. On December 22nd, 2011, what was your shift? 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. in a marked police vehicle. What do you remember? Got a call around 8 a.m., code 3 with license sirens to 8925 Hollywood Hills Road. What did you find there? An Escalade. I memorized the license plate. Why? I thought it could be involved in a crime, the way it left as soon as we got there. Why didn't you go after it? We didn't have a crime yet. The front door was unlocked. We went in. What did you see? High-end watches and purses, some wrapped, some unwrapped. 2 detectives showed up. When we came out, I saw the same black Escalade now driving down the hill. Then what? Mr. Muscuddy arrived in a Porsche. You ran the plate of the Escalade? Yes, it came back as Bad Boy Records. No further questions. Cross-examination, Mr. Steele. Diddy's lawyer. This was 13 years ago, right? Yes. You read your partner's report? Yes. The street there's dead ends, according to the map. It's a beautiful neighborhood, right? Cul-de-sac? Sure. You don't follow the car as it drives away, right? Right. Did you see a Porsche? I don't know. Do you know the definition of kidnapping? Objection. Sustained. Were you told the homeowner was in the house shortly before you and your partner got there? Objection. Overruled. The door was unlocked. Yes. There was no furniture upended, right? No. You called it trespass, not a burglary, right? Because objection, I think sustained. No report of theft? No. If you thought there was a gun in the Escalade, you could have put out a bolo, right? Objection. Overruled. You didn't, right? Right. So I'm not sure what bolo is. We'll have to look that up. Any mention of security cameras? I saw some. Mr. Muscuddy wasn't hyperventilating, right? He was tense, I'd say. Did you search his Porsche? No. It was 8:20 a.m., not 6:30 a.m., right? Right. Nothing further. No redirect. All right, so this LAPD officer is out of there. I'm not sure what the whole point of that was, but he's out of there. The feds. The government calls LA arson investigator Lance Jimenez. I'll place a binder in front. The witness takes a stand. How many fires have you investigated? 100 a year? Everything between matches to dumpster fires. LA is pretty crazy. Did you respond as an expert to an auto fire at 8925 Hollywood Hills Road? Yes, there was a cut in the roof of the Porsche. What about inside the Porsche? Burn patterns inside? Any items? A bottle on the front seat? A handkerchief burned? A lighter on the ground? What hypothesis did you draw? Molotov cocktail? How did you think it got in? Someone lit it, cut the roof, and dropped it in. Let me show you some photos. This is the black Porsche that was burned? Yes. What kind of bottle was used? Old English, 800, malt liquor. And the wick? A designer type scarf, silky. In my opinion, this was targeted. The partial DNA profile, was it consistent with a female contributor? I was told that. Do you know what it means? No. Do you know if it is possible to touch an item without leaving DNA? Objection. Sustained. What happened to the print cards? They were destroyed in 2012. On whose orders? Someone in LAPD. Not you or anyone on your team? I'm going to object to all this. Can we have a sidebar? Okay. So they're not liking the fact that some evidence is coming up missing in this particular trial. So I don't know why Diddy's team is, because that's showing some foul play from the LAPD. So I don't know why they wouldn't want that in here. Unless they plan to say that the LAPD is crooked or something and then Diddy paid them. I don't know. I don't know. So after a long sidebar, jurors, we're going to sync up. Why don't we take a break? So Diddy leaves two with some marshals into a holding cell, but Diddy's lawyer says, "Let me get him. Let me get him." So Combs was brought back in. Miss Slavic, what was the purpose of getting into that? They are questioning the investigation, so we're entitled to ask this. When I heard the questions, I assumed there was going to be a line of cross examination about the fingerprint cards, like about the DNA. That does not appear to be the case. So I'm thinking of telling the jurors to disregard. This is outrageous. We are considering what remedies to ask for. Let me speak with my colleague. They implied that someone in this courtroom was responsible for the destruction of the fingerprint cards. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say that Diddy has something to do with getting those fingerprint cards destroyed. So the judge is like, recess. So he's just taking a whole break. All right, now they back. My intent is to strike from the record any testimony about the fingerprint cards and the destruction of them. I will note that the only answers that were what the witness knew about the destruction. I sustained the objection to it as if it was abnormal. Diddy's lawyer. Here they go with the bullshit, the gymnastics. Yeah, we're gonna move for a mistrial at this time. Look, man, based on the prosecutorial misconduct that has occurred, some prospective jurors said Mr. Combs could buy his way out. This type of conspiracy is out there, and this bought into it. This just bought into the conspiracy that Diddy just pays money. We can't do that. They should have ended with the fingerprint cards were destroyed, but they asked, did he authorize it? There's no way to unring this bail. The only proper remedy here is a mistrial. That's absolutely unwarranted. It was Mr. Agnifilo who wanted to inquire about the DNA into the investigation. Your Honor can just say that the jurors should not draw any inference from the destruction of the fingerprint cards, which any human being, come on, let's be real here. Any human being is going to be like they're going to remember he heard this. Like when they say strike this from the record or strike, man, no, they are hearing this stuff, man. So once you hear it, you can't unhear something and act like it doesn't mean something. So anyway, judge, application for a mistrial is denied. I sustain the objections when raised. The jurors have already been told that questions are not evidence. Your Honor should tell the juror that the questions were improper. They weren't improper. They weren't improper. You could say disregard both. Will the court tell the jurors that the answers are not to be considered? I'll tell them that the questions and answers on the fingerprints are relevant to this case and not to be considered. Thank you, Your Honor. All rise. Jurors come back in. Judge is like, jurors, the questions and answers on the fingerprints are irrelevant to this case and are not to be considered by you. Please proceed. How can you not consider it? I just heard it, right? Feds, back up to it. Did you interview the owner of the Porsche? Scott Miscuddy. Did you reach out to others? I reached out to an assistant. Her name was Capricorn. I gotta object. Rephrase. Who did you reach out to? Capricorn and Cassie Ventura. Did Capricorn respond or assist? No. How did you reach out to Cassie? Wasn't able to by phone. Tried through a family member. Did you reach her? Never. Were charges brought? No, but I never closed the case. It's listed as inactive. Nothing further. Cross-examination. Diddy's lawyer. There was a DNA hit on a glass bottle for female DNA, correct? Yes. Do you remember when the results came back? Maybe 6 months. The test on the bottle, it was important? Yes. What does it mean, partial DNA female? I have no idea. I was told if we had a suspect, we could test against it. Any other DNA on the bottle? Objection. Rephrase. DX852, just for the witness. So that's exhibits. That's a glove, right? Yes. Did you find another glove? No. Did you test the glove for DNA? No, I understood it belonged to the owner. It was a driving glove. Your premise was that the Molotov cocktail was dropped. Did you think the person who dropped it would have worn a glove? Perhaps. It would have been hot. Only the wick. The damage. It's on both sides of the bottle, right? Looks like it. Did Mr. Mescuddy have more than one Porsche? I think he had a second one in the garage. Why isn't it in your report? It was not involved. You were unable to reach Capricorn Clark or Cassie Ventura. When did you reach out? In the first few weeks. Are you sure? Tell us everything about these calls. I believe Capricorn's brother answered and we disagreed. And once Mr. Muscuddy told you it was his glove, you didn't investigate the glove anymore, correct? I did not. Nothing further. Redirect. This the government. When did you speak with Mr. Muscuddy? Same day? Nothing further. Next witness. The government calls Deontay Nash. Are you here under subpoena? Now, this is the stylist, and he cuts up bad. The government calls Deontay Nash. Are you here under subpoena? Yes. Do you want to be here? Absolutely not. What's your work? Celebrity stylist? In 2008? For Puff and Cassie. How'd you get hired to work for them? Through a Craigslist ad. Man, Craigslist is popping with them. For Bad Boy Entertainment. This photo, is it a fair and accurate portrayal of how you looked at the time? Oh, not even close. It's a glamour photo? Yes, I look amazing. How often would you witness Mr. Combs and Miss Ventura interact? At least once a week. What did Mr. Combs call Miss Ventura? Bitch, hoe, CC, baby girl, slut. He would call her an outright hoe, a slut anyway. How did she react? Sad. Did Mr. Combs make threats? Yes, that he would beat her ass, that he'd send her sex tapes out. How often would he say he would beat her ass? Quite a few. It drove her crazy. She would be super emotional. She might stay in the house for days. How often did Mr. Combs say you could not go out without his permission? Forced labor? Twice. The first time we went to a gay club with Kyle and Adrian. Then we went to her LA apartment. Puff called and told her she better bring her ass to his house. She panicked. What did you understand Mr. Combs was saying? Objection. Overruled. She packed her stuff and went to her house. Went to her house. Did you attend a Vanity Fair party? Yes, Oscars after party in 2014 with Cassie. Puff was there. How did she look? She looked bomb. Her hair was objection. Overruled. Her hair was long. Puff picked me up and threatened me. I pinned her hair up. Did she record music? Often. She recorded music, but she had a 10 album deal, but only one album came out, but whatever. What was your role? I helped pick songs. I probably should have been an executive. Objection. Sustained. I'll be shooting this shot. Oh, Nash shooting this shot. Oh, Deontay. Her mixtape. Was it ever sold? No. It was put out free, but it did well. A top download. How much of her music was released? Pfft, I'm being generous to say 10%. Mm, mm, mm. This would be a good place to break. Jurors, you may break. Jurors leave, and then Deontay leaves. Judge is like, Miss Comey, what he'll say about 2013 is not about the tapes? No. Okay, all break. All right, now they're back. Before jury and witness Nash is brought in, the government's like, we want to show Mr. Nash a photo of this afternoon's witness, Mia, without the screen in the gallery showing the photograph. Bring in Mr. Nash and then the jury. All rise. Feds back up here. How many times in person have you witnessed Mr. Combs be violent? Quite a few. This is a sealed exhibit. Without saying her name, do you recognize this person we'll call Mia? Yes. What were you and Mia helping Cassie pack for? The OVO Fest in Canada? Who came to the door? Puff. He said, "Bitch, didn't I tell you to answer your phone?" Then he dragged her by her hair and hit her. How hard was he hitting her? Objection. Overruled. Very hard. We ran to the bedroom, but Puff pushed it open. He continued to attack Cassie with his fist. What did you do to help Cassie? I jumped on Puff's back. He threw me off. Mia too. Cassie's head hit the bed frame. She was bleeding, but Puff continued hitting her. Where was Mia? Getting towels? What did Mr. Combs say to you, Mia and Cassie? He said, "Look what y'all made me do." He said she go to a plastic surgeon. With who? D-Rock. He was Puff security. After that, when did you see her? The next day? FaceTime or something like that. She had a gash in her eyebrow. Were you once cooking with Cassie when Mr. Combs got violent? Yes, Puff came. What did Mr. Combs say? He said, "Y'all better get out my house." He was grabbing her by the hair. He pushed her out the door, then began to do the same to me. But I don't have hair. He popped me. He told me go downstairs and wait. They came down and Puff was berating us. As we drove off, we got a phone call. Objection. No question. Call from who? Puff. He told us to stop and he came to the window. He said he put her sex tapes on the internet. Puff said he sent her sex tapes to her parents' jobs and get them fired. That her brother was a bitch and that only he protected her. What'd you tell her? That Puff is on the sex tapes too. She said he is not. He is taping her. He was taping her with other men. Man, that's diabolical work, bruh. What did she say about wanting or not wanting to have sex with other men? Objection. Overruled. That she didn't want to. I drove her to Sunset Boulevard to get a taxi. Why? Uber wasn't really a thing yet. Puff came to my house looking for her. He looked in my oven. I'm not sure why. Puff took my phone and Cassie called from a hotel. Puff said, "Let's go there." Bad boy staff stayed there. What did Mr. Combs say? He said, "Go get her." I went to Cassie's hotel room with D-Rock and Tony. She jumped up. She was frightened. She said she would jump off the balcony. How high was it? It wasn't the first floor. Downstairs, I saw 4 or 5 of Puff's security waiting. Puff told me, "You played me." I drove off, but Puff security followed me. I turned off my lights and drove really fast. I went to the Universal Sheraton. Did you go home the next day? Yes, I found my backpack was stolen. It had $1,000 in it. Why did you keep $1,000 in cash? So when Puff was mad, I could check into a hotel without giving my name. What happened in 2015? I saw Puff slap Cassie in the face. He said, "Get this bitch out of here." What did you do? Got her out. The Perfect Match premiere. What did you see? Cassie had a black eye. When was Mr. Combs violent with you at a music video? Yes, I was outside smoking a cigarette. Puff came and threw me on the car and started choking me out. Puff said, "Y'all keep going out." Did you report anything to the police? No. I was afraid of retaliation from Puff. Did you get anyone on staff? Christina Karam, KK. What did she say? That she would talk to him? Did anything change? No. How often did you help Cassie hide? Often. What did Mr. Combs do? He would blow our phones up. KK would too. She would say Puff was calm. Cassie would go back. Mm, mm, mm. Did Cassie tell you she was going to a hotel with Mr. Combs? Yes, weekly. She would pack sex toys. Did she say she wanted to go? Objection. Overruled. She said that she didn't want to go. Her 29th birthday, tell me. Puff asked me, should he surprise her on her birthday? What did you say? Girl, I was not about to tell him not to surprise her. Did she use the word freak off with you? Not like freak off, more like freak off, like a verb? Yeah. Where'd you go after the blind dragon? 875 Comstock, like 17A. Puff said, y'all gonna get some dick tonight. Whoa. What did Miss Ventura say? That she didn't want to go, but he made her? They left the house. She was super high. Damn. New Year's Eve 2017, where were you? Vegas with Cassie and the staff, all on the same floor of the hotel. Puff's room was at the end of the hall. What did Mr. Combs tell you? That Cassie had been asleep for 24 hours. I had to wake her up. Did she wake up? She woke up for me. What did Mr. Combs say? That he spent all this money so she had to. Then there was a low budget producer. How many of your meetings with prosecutors did you end early? Probably all of them. Did you stay in touch with Mr. Combs? Yes. What was your tone? Loving? Why? I don't hate him. It's not me. It's not in me. No further questions. Judge asked for a break. Government back up. This witness has a flight back to LA tonight. We'll rebook if we have to, but we could stay a little longer, a little later, and finish with him. I know he'd appreciate it. I think we can. I told the jurors we might stay until 4. The jury enters. We might stay until 4, Mr. Donaldson. Diddy's lawyer. How are you? Blessed. When you met with the government, you had an attorney present. Yes. The subpoena didn't mean you had to go to their office, right? You hired a civil lawyer, Mr. Dunn, to represent you considering litigation against Mr. Combs? No. Does this document show that? It's their assumption. But no, I have counsel to protect me. I don't do federal court. On March 10th, 2025, did you tell Miss Comey that you are considering a civil complaint against Mr. Combs? No. DX1800. Another exhibit is brought up. What is this? Cassie in the video for a mixtape. And 1801. Cassie and Usher. This is the 2016 Bad Boy reunion show. Did you pick out that dress? I don't remember. You didn't start as a celebrity stylist. It was that Mr. Combs introduced you to Cassie, right? I met her, Mrs. Fine. So it's Mr. Combs who made you a celebrity stylist. Sure, go ahead. I am going ahead. As a celebrity stylist, you pick clothes like for Mrs. Fine's wedding? Yes. Do you know Groovy Lou? Yes. As head of Bad Boy, it was in Mr. Combs' interest that his artist Cassie look good, right? I suppose. And Bad Boy paid for Cassie's studio time, right? Yes. Miss Ventura can't go to the studio unless Mr. Combs pays. What is Young and Reckless? A streetwear clothing brand. Cassie owned a part of it. Mr. Combs had nothing to do with it. He had to approve everything. Wasn't Bana, so that's Brianna Bongolan, involved as stylist? Who else were you styling for in 2016? Cassie, Puff, Mace, and Lil Kim. Major artist. And on the mixtape, you were executive producer but got no credit. Meek Mill was on the mixtape? Yes. Pusha T? Yes. Can I take a break? Yes. Jury lead. Judge is like, Mr. Donaldson, how much more? No way I'll be finished by 4. Did you know that before I told the jury it's to be 4? I didn't know. Well, we'll go to 4. Hall rebook. So they go to break. Now they're back. Nice coat. Thank you. What size? Not your size. Right answer. Mr. Combs was the final decision maker. No, some of them look terrible. You are friends with Miss Fine? Yes. When's the last time you spoke with Bonna? Yesterday. Not about testimony, right? Right. She saw it on the news. When you speak with Cassie, when did you speak with Cassie last? Yesterday. I congratulated her on having her baby. You saw her take drugs. Cocaine, ecstasy, MDMA, mushrooms, and acid. I'm not like privy to that. Not to get in your business. You have used cocaine? Yes. You smoked pot before meeting prosecutors? Yes. And Maureen cut it short. You told her you were high? That I was smoking? Making a video costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Not necessarily. Okay, so who is Mia? Puff's assistant? You and Mia jumped on Mr. Combs to protect Cassie from him, right? And to protect him from doing something worse? And D-Rock tried to protect you and not Mr. Combs. Yes. The judge is like, we're at 4 p.m. So the jury leaves. Who are the witnesses after Mia? We think she will go long, but after her, Enrique Santos. After the day, Mr. Agnifilo, give your exhibits by 5. We only get back to the office by then. We think Your Honor should let us meet with Mr. Combs and the SCIF here in the courthouse under your Article 3 powers. We'd like the SCIF every night until 10 o'clock. With lawyers still arguing about SCIF and exhibit time, here's a court art of Deontay Nash, courtesy of Inner City Press from artist Elizabeth Williams. So this is a photo of Deontay up there sassing them to death today. Okay, so we're still ahead of schedule. We may even cut some witnesses. I think we'll rest in less than 6 weeks. We'd like to end it in the second week of June, but we might bleed over into the third week. I'll look at the request to charge. Adjourned. So that's it. That is it for day 11. We had a sassy assistant come in, and then there's a little bit from the LAPD and I think the fire department, from the arson department. So that's what happened today. So again, please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. We are going to be here every day to trial. I'm going to listen to the trial, so you don't have to. I'm going to make sure I know everything and come down here and break it down for you, and I'm going to act it out. I'm a little bit sleepy today, but hopefully we can turn up again tomorrow. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Do You Hear Me? Special, The Diddy Trial. I holla.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Don't forget, every Thursday, the full podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and mama, I'm on Spotify. Overall 99 ENT bring you videos from Friday all the way to Friday. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. Again, thank you so much.